Rain, rain, go away, come back another day. I'm joking. It hasn't rained for many months. But when it does rain, it's kind of heavy. Look at that tree branch there. Hanging on to life, dear life. And there's a dog over there as well. Gentleman over there with the umbrella. Benin. Assalamu alaikum. I didn't know you were here. Well, thank you for coming. I am enjoying my smoothie made with beetroot. I've forgotten again. Yeah, a lot of different things, carrots and stuff. Grapefruit as well. So it's really quite bitter. But it is Monday morning. Alhamdulillah. And it's a very cold and rainy start to the day. Yesterday, I attended an event about the colonial past. Right, but it's not about the event. It's about what somebody said to me. What did they say to me? So as I was just speaking to the people that attended the event, one of the guys, or should I call him chap? One of the chap, he was a chap, said, we were just talking and I said, oh, by the way, I've left the UK and I live in Pakistan now and I've been here for 16 months. And he was surprised and he said, all right, so, why are you here? And I said, it's really difficult to live in the West. And I was giving him some examples about how when I was younger, my parents and even my parents' parents were able to work a job, buy a house and pay off the mortgage like within 5 years, even if they wanted to take their time. I've even heard of a story of somebody who has a lot of property in Sheffield, and that's commercial property and domestic property. He told me how he started off. He said when he was 14 years old, what was that noise? Myra, what was that noise? What did you do? Alright, Myra's messing about. I thought it was really windy and something's gone on, but Myra's just opening the door and stuff. He said at the age of 14, he bought his first house doing newspaper rounds. True story. Newspaper rounds. At the age of 14. When was he 14? May you ask? I would say easily around about 45 years ago. So, as we have been growing up, if I did a paper round job now, right now, even in my adult years, just think about how much a paper round job, which is about £10 a week, I believe, £10-15. But they don't do paper round anymore. You just pick up your newspaper from the petrol station. But if I was getting £15 a week, how many years, think about it, will it take for me to just save up my 10% deposit? Let's say it's a £100,000 house, really basic, nothing good about it, not in a good area, doesn't have a driveway, doesn't really have a garden, it's a terraced house, which means that every house is next to each other, touching, you're sharing the alleyway in and stuff like that. If I have this house at £100,000 in the UK, my 10% deposit is £10,000. How long will it take me at £15 a week to save up my deposit? 12 years, right? 12 years right now just to save up a deposit. And I said the reason for things being harder and harder is because of the interest and the taxes on our earnings. The taxes are high and the interest is high, and it's just very hard to make enough money to own a house outright, like our grandparents have done. And then he said, oh, so are you avoiding tax? That's why you're here. And I was gobsmacked. I was absolutely shocked with what he said. He said, are you here to avoid tax? And that didn't shock me just because he said that. That also shocked me because somebody else once before said, are you here benefiting off the low wages that people are living off here, the locals? That's the only reason I'm here, because everything's cheap because they hardly pay them anything. It gets you thinking. It really gets you thinking. Why is it that we are here in Pakistan? Because we can live anywhere. We're dual nationals. We have our British nationality. I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, we've got expats groups on Telegram, Facebook, WhatsApp. And there's people on there from different European countries, UK as well included, America, Canada. There's even someone on there, a few people on there from Sri Lanka who want to move to Pakistan. There's people on there from Australia. So it seems like we've got a quite wide demographic of people that want to relocate here in Pakistan. Everyone's got their own specific reasons. However, the locals here don't understand why we're moving. They will never understand. They don't have the life, or they haven't had the life we have. They haven't lived and seen what we have lived and seen. And they don't know what we want in life. We're not really after the nationality. We're not really after the wealth. We're after, I would say, peace. We want to feel peace, right? Or even in the event yesterday, the same chap who said to me, are you here to avoid tax? He gave a really good story, which I felt like I'm going to use that story for my move. But then every time I think about that story, it reminds me of what he said. So what he said was, if you go to a cafe and you drink a tea or a coffee, generally in cafes, people drink coffee, would you have the same amount of enjoyment as going to a small little dhaba, sitting outside and drinking a karak chai? And to me, that hit the nail on the head. That is like kind of why I'm here. You can enjoy the little features and cultures and aspects that Pakistan still offers till this day, and it really fulfills your heart. Sometimes just sitting in one of these broken dhabas, how happy do you feel drinking a really nice tasty tea? And I'm telling you, whenever I go out to any cafe, and people can vouch for this, any cafe out there, whether it's the big names, and I don't want to mention the big names because they are Pakistani cafes and they are trying really hard and they are doing really well, I don't go there for tea. Their tea does not taste as nice as that person in the dhaba. I don't know if you can hear Myra coughing. And then realizing that, you know what, not only is this an emotional decision of mine, logically it makes sense. Logically, I'm saving here. Logically, I don't have to follow that rat race. I don't have to get a mortgage. I don't have to have a new car every 5-6 years on finance. I don't have to wear the best clothes. Assalamu alaikum.